Bethel High School. This is Rube Gabre, along with my partner, Frank Edgar. We're here for the Peninsula District basketball game between the Kecoughtan Warriors and the homestanding Bethel Bruins. We're going to toss it over to Frank Edgar. He has head coach Willie Goss of the Kecoughtan Warriors.
All right, I'm here with Kecoughtan coach Willie Goss. Coach Goss, second game in 2 days after a long layoff. How the boys looking?
They looking pretty well. They're looking pretty good. What we did a little different approach for the holidays. We decided not to do a holiday tournament just in case, we're not forecasting, but we saw that it could be inclement weather. So just the time off gave us time to practice and, heal their bodies and rest their bodies. So we're all right. But we got 4 games in 6 days, so but we should be ready to go.
First time we've seen your 2018 team. Who are the fans going to look for tonight to lead your squad?
Well, definitely 2 of our 4-year starters, LaDarian Grant and Marion Moore, 2 guys that get a lot of interest from colleges. We got some young guys too, Avante and Buddy, Jeremiah Falso. So those guys are going to be really good. And really, I'm bringing in about 10 guys who really love the program. So anybody I can put in, they're ready to go, they're ready to play.
Well, very good. Sorry to cut it short, but we're good to see you tonight. We'll get you another time this year.
No problem, man.
Kecoughtan head coach Willie Goss.
Thank you, Frank. Now we're going to get head coach Craig Breon of the Bethel Bruins. Coach Breon comes in with a 5-5 record, and let's turn it over to Frank with Coach Breon.
All right, I got Coach Craig Breon here at Bethel High School. Coach, another season. I've said you're looking a little younger here, but you've been here, what, 20 years now?
23.
23 years. How does this edition of your Bruins shape up?
Well, we lost a lot of seniors from last year's team. We've got new players in different roles. We've kind of struggled the last couple of weeks. We were 5-3 2 weeks ago. Now we're 5-6. Guys trying to find their way. Our chemistry is not quite where it needs to be, but we want kids to come out tonight and play really hard, and that'll give us a chance.
What are the fans going to see when you think this team is going at its best?
Basketball, we were accustomed to playing. It's being scrappy, playing really, really hard in those defense, and just giving it up every play. That's what we've got to do.
Well, very good. We've got to cut you short because you got to get a coach game, but it's great to see you again. Good luck to the Bruins tonight.
You as well. Thanks so much.
Thanks, Coach. Coach Craig Breon.
All right, thanks, Frank. So both teams are ready for this matchup. Like I say, Bethel comes in at 5-5. Kecoughtan comes in with the same record, and these two teams played before. Kecoughtan with a 70-55 win at Kecoughtan. Marion Moore with a team in game high, 32 points for Kecoughtan. So now it's back over to Bethel, where Bethel's missing a few players, not available tonight. They're going to play some young guys to fill those roles. So we're going to see what they can do against this Kecoughtan Warriors squad.
Wow, Ube, this has been quite an action-packed. We had an overtime girls game tonight, and that has really set this place afire here. The Bethel Bruins got upset here at home. They crawled back into a game and ended up losing by a few in overtime. But the excitement's carried over here. The band from Bethel is providing some good background music here. Both coaches seem ready to go, although and Coach Goss has gotten a chance to see his team in action last night, get a 15-point win. As you just saw Jeremiah Wusu, the great football and basketball player for the Bethel Bruins, now at a little school in Indiana known as Notre Dame. You may have heard of it. He was redshirt this year, but they're going to have him ready to go and look forward. I'm glad to see him here tonight.
So what'd you get out of the coach?
He's probably glad to be here too. He won't be 70 in South Bend anytime soon. So what do you think, Wube?
Well, I mean, you got Bethel coming in at 5-5. You got Bethel coming in at 5-5, and they're gonna sit some guys. 3 starters aren't available tonight, so they're gonna go with some young guys tonight.
Well, it's going to be, and they got about 100 guys on that team, so it should be interesting tonight to see who comes alive for the Bethel Bruins. They have a big roster. I couldn't even fit it on my scorebook, and we're going to do our best to be sure we get all the names if they get into some of the younger guys. We've got the starters tonight for the Bethel Bruins. Now, is this still good?
Yes.
Yeah, we got the list early today. Jalen Davis gets a call. Michael James Green and another guard. Kaheem Zarif, a 6-foot freshman, is going to get the call. Brooklyn Martin at 6 foot, and Jalen Palmer has played a couple years for the Bruins. We know Jalen Palmer, 6'5" junior, is going to start in the middle there. For the Kecoughtan boys, Jeremiah Foster gets the call, the 6'3" sophomore. He's joined by Avante Williams, the other sophomore, 6'5". Then we've got Marion Moore, the big center, 6'6". Caleb Maluski, 6'4" junior. And Ladron Grant, 6'4" senior. So big team for both squads, particularly for Kecoughtan tonight.
Yeah, Kecoughtan, you mentioned Marion Moore. He had 32 points the first game they played at Kecoughtan. So let's see if Bethel can contain him tonight.
We're going to have the national anthem here, Wube, and we'll pause for that. They know each other well. Some of them, I know at least one of them is transferred, I believe, according to the notes I saw, and was originally over at one school or the other. Don't see that as much in basketball as we saw it in football, but
see a lot of it in football.
Kecoughtan be introduced first, the visitors. Number 2, Avante Williams comes out first. Then number 5, Ladron Grant. This is Caleb Maluski, number 10. Jeremiah Foster, number 12. And then the big man, Marion Moore, to round out the starting 5 for the Warriors. Moore, 6'6". Willie Gall is the head coach over there at Kecoughtan, done a fine job with the Warriors. And I know both these coaches are thrilled, absolutely thrilled to be back on this floor, be back in a gymnasium after the break. Here come the Bruins. Number 24 is Jalen Davis, the 5'9" sophomore guard.
Jalen Davis played varsity as a freshman last year, as well as Mikel James Green.
Yeah, Mikel James Green contributed to that team that went to the state finals. New man number 55, Kaheem Zarif, 6-foot guard, a freshman. He gets the call. Brooklyn Martin, 6-foot guard, and then Jalen Palmer, who's played many years here that we've watched him. He's grown a lot, hasn't he? Palmer looks good.
Also the varsity
in the weight room too.
And again, you know, not to bring up last year, coaches don't coach. They don't coach last year, but you know, Bethel lost all 5 starters. They bring back, no starters from last year. They did bring back Jalen Davis, who's a freshman, and Jalen Palmer, who's a junior. They played a little last year as far as, significant minutes. Mikael James Green also played a little bit. So, not many starters returning. Actually, no starters returning from Bethel. So we'll see how these young guys can step up. They have 3 starters not playing tonight. So the young guys, it's up to the young guys tonight to make this game interesting with the great play of Marion Moore of Kecoughtan.
Well, speaking of young guys, they're not officiating tonight. We got the veteran crew tonight. Always good, again, Peninsula District officials. These guys that have been around all these years, they do a great job. See 2 of them there talking. They're going to get a towel, I think. Maybe have some feet over here or something. A wet spot on the floor. So everybody's going to hold up a minute. Craig Breon with his lengthy bench over there. I think it wraps around and goes back in the locker room. So they have a phone from Craig Breon to the guy at the end of the bench so he can call in case he gets to go in the game.
And that's amazing because they have 3 players not playing. So
where would they the bench. I used to sit down there a lot when I played.
And where would they sit?
I moved up there to participate with the coaches. I had to hear. They're going to dry up an area over here. Maybe just a little bit of liquid that came on the floor. Just in case. We saw one unfortunate injury in the girls' game, that twisted ankle.
Yeah, we did.
Anjanae Davis. And we hope she's okay. She came back out with it wrapped in ice, but it's going to be a long recovery. It was not due to any liquid on the floor, though. I think she must have landed on somebody's foot or twisted it going down court. Here come the boys, and they're ready to go. Moore is going to jump for Kecoughtan against Palmer. Jalen Palmer. Moore. And it looks like Palmer knocked it out. Ball goes to the Warriors.
Foster inbounding over to Grant. Darian Grant, the senior. Over to Foster, the sophomore, number 12. Over to Marion Moore, the senior. Malinsky with the screen. Over to Grant. Grant, the lefty, the shooter for 3 is good.
3 points there from LeDron Grant. Kecoughtan leads it early.
Miguel James Green brings over half court. Guarded by Grant, over to Jalen Davis. Davis goes inside, pull up jumper by Davis. We'll call it offensive, travel.
Turnover on the Bruins. So here comes Grant again.
Over to Foster. Linsky.
Over to Maluski. Maluski wearing number 10. Underneath.
Good move.
Good levitation by Vontae Williams there. He's up. Kecoughtan's up early, 5-0.
Mikael James Green over to the freshman, Kaheem Zarif. Nowhere to go. Backdoor cut by Brooklyn. Brooklyn misses it. Jalen Palmer with a chance to bring it up, and he loses it.
Good defense, though, by the Warriors as they keep their hands extended. So still 5-0. Here comes the Warrior offense against this zone defense of the Bruins. 2-3 with Palmer in the middle.
Grant calling the play. High dribble. Almost a carry on that one. Skips it over to Malinsky. Fakes it to Malinsky. Malinsky goes down. Over to Malinsky on the far side. Back over to Grant. Guarded by Martin.
Good pick by Moore. Moore's coming up to see if he can get the ball.
Foster. Back over to Grant. Grant the lefty for 3. No good.
Dead on, but just long.
Rebound by Martin.
You can tell what a quality shooter he is.
Good spin move by Brooklyn Martin. Way off.
Palmer gets it torn away by Williams. Here come the Warriors.
Marion Moore.
Foster, yeah, over to Malawski.
Devontae Williams is going to be fouled by Jalen Palmer.
And that's going to be something to watch tonight. Palmer can't pick up fouls early. They need him. He's the bulk of their defense down there. Devontae Williams to the line to shoot 2 shots. He's got a bucket already, trying to increase his total to 4, and he misses the first.
Coach Breon already going to his bench.
Number 30 comes in. We're gonna check that roster. We'll get straight to the books. Number 2, Avante Williams hits 1 of 2. Kecoughtan moves ahead by 6. Bruins looking for their first bucket.
For Martin. Makes it
Zarif.
Spin move by Martin. The freshman goes in and gets the foul.
Well,
Good
they
move.
call on Moore. But he picks up the first. Nice play by the young man, Zarif.
It was Zarif Martin, a freshman, 6 foot. I'm sorry, he's I'm sorry, it's Kareem Zarif. I called him
6
yeah.
foot, yeah. Getting new faces this year, and he makes 1 of 1.
Second free throw.
Makes 1 of 2.
Zarif is off. Over to Grant.
6-1 now. Grant slows it down, and the Warriors work against that 2-3 zone with Palmer in the middle.
Inside to Moore. That's Moore's specialty. Goes inside and gets an easy 2.
Well, he moves so well.
So
Marion Moore has always moved so well without the ball, and you see him that time come down inside the zone. Nothing Palmer could do. There's an early foul. There's Moore with the rebound.
Moore on the rebound. Pushes it.
Much quicker than he looks, isn't he?
3-pointer by Grant. No good. Jalen Davis tried to go for a rebound.
Williams, but he walked. He hopped more than anything. Good rebound by Williams. Try to get the identity of number 30. Well, maybe Tommy Jackson. Here comes number 33 and number 00, it looks like. 33 is Elijah Reynolds. 00 listed as not listed, is he? So a couple of new play faces. I said the Bruins with a few guys out.
It's 8-1 Kecoughtan.
And so 0 and 00 both in the game now.
Jalen Davis dribbles through some trouble. And he gets
Nice play, draws the foul on Maluski. Maluski picks up his first. 30 to the line.
first free throw is no good.
So Bethel with 1 point here, almost halfway through the first quarter. There's the second point. As 30 puts them within 6.
And Grant over the timeline.
And that's the lineup from Coach Breon earlier this week. A lot of guys on it, but not a double, or not a 30 and not a 00. Yep. We'll check it at halftime.
Yep. Over to Foster, back over to Grant. Screen by Malinsky.
There's Williams inside, and with that athletic ability, that is terrific basketball. They are working against that zone very well. Especially with Palmer out and Reynolds in.
Jalen Davis loses it.
Turnover there.
Grant. Good pass over to Foster.
Yeah.
That's an easy 2.
Jeremiah Foster with his first basket, a sophomore.
It's Reynolds in the corner.
Offense.
Offensive foul.
Charged on 30. Here come the Kecoughtan Warriors.
Grant over to Malinsky. Inside to Moore. Moore, that same move he had before. They're going to call a push.
Pushes on Reynolds in number 33. His first. And it's called on the floor. So Moore doesn't get a free throw.
Grant has trouble getting in. He goes in the backcourt to Moore.
Moore has the patience of a skilled ball player. You see him, he saves his energy. And when he has to go fast, he goes fast. Here comes Foster, Jeremiah Wall. And Kecoughtan going with its starters.
It looks like number 12, Antonio Ash comes in. He's a sophomore.
Ash
So they get younger and younger when they go to the bench. Ash for the jumper, good.
Ash finds his range. He will not be denied. That's a good start for Ash. See, now he picks up the foul, but good move by LeDron Grant. Again on the floor. Grant thought he may have drawn it.
Ash
Warrior
thought
ball.
it was an offensive foul. He tried to keep his body in there. So Jalen Davis is on Grant. Grant goes right by him. That's going to be a block.
A block.
On 0-0.
Five team fouls quickly on the Bruins. And to the line goes LeDron Grant. He's got a three-pointer already in the ball game.
Free throw's good.
4 points for Grant. And Grant, Moore, Milewski, Foster, and Williams for the Warriors.
Second free throw's good.
14-4. As the Warrior lead is 10. A lot of dribbling. Milewski cuts it off. Three-point shot.
No good.
No good. Moore with the rebound. What great positioning by Marion Moore.
Moore kick out to Grant. Grant goes right. Good floater, and it's good.
Grant now with 7 in the quarter.
Antonio Ash, he's got the green light.
Ash doesn't know a shot he doesn't like. Misses that one. Moore back with it. The Warriors will go as fast as you let them. Milewski.
He's going to go in for the...
And he's fouled underneath. He's going to get 2 shots. Caleb Milewski. Foul called on the Bruins number 24, Jalen Davis, his first. 2 shots for Milewski.
A little set shot on the free throw.
Each of the starters now have scored for the Warriors, as in comes number 31 for the Bruins. And we just keep piling up. Milewski hits his second. Minute 36 left before I go to the bench and try to get those guys' numbers right. Here comes 23. 0-0 from 3-point makes it. So 0-0 has a foul and a 3-pointer right now for the Bruins. Draw within 9. Give me 11.
Grant goes in and gets an easy 2.
The zone is not stopping Grant. He's making penetration up top and then having his way.
I like Antonio Ash calling out the signals. 0-0 is a good, it's a 3-pointer.
A little short. Moore with another rebound. Kicks it out to Foster.
They're just running and gunning now. 22-7 now, Kecoughtan.
Under a minute to go. Breon trying to figure out what he's going to do. He's got to get Palmer back in the game. Ash.
Wow, turnover.
Nice shot. Reynolds misses the short one. Rebound that time picked up by 31. And we'll get these numbers straight.
Yeah.
There's 31. You see him on your camera. And that time, drive by Williams. He picks up another bucket. He's got a chance for a 3-point play.
Wholesale substitutions coming in now, Frank, for both teams.
Yeah, the 5 starters haven't left for the Warriors. Moore's going to get a breather. Milewski gets a breather. Grant gets a breather. And Foster gets a breather. And one more to wait for the shooter, who's Devontae Williams. 7 points on the game so far. We're at the end of the first quarter. He's going to go for his 8th right here.
You know, the one thing Coach Breon is finding out, Frank, is, with these young guys is who he can insert and play more minutes later on in the season. A lot of these guys have high energy, and they're playing hard for him tonight.
Zion Robinson checks in, number 22 for the Bruins.
It looks like
It's
Elijah
Cannon,
Young Davis.
3 for the Bruins. Yep.
Ash again, almost on the mark. Jalen Davis.
Straight on.
Jalen Palmer had a chance.
And you keep it up, I'm going to get the book.
So the end of one, it's 25-9 Kecoughtan. As the Bruins just weren't able to get anything going with a lot of the young guys they put in the first quarter. So great crowd tonight here at Bethel for this Peninsula District game between these two foes. We're going to try to get some numbers here with some of these players we don't have on the roster. Get a good look at the Bethel bench. Coach Breon has been here over 20 years, head coach at Bethel. Assistants, Dan Malloy, one of his assistant coaches. The math teacher here at Bethel. So we had a great first game. The girls, between the Lady Bruins and the Lady Warriors, the Lady Warriors pulled it out by 6, 50-44. You see Ash going to inbound it.
Well, our friend Mr. Ash right in front is going to take it in for Bethel. And we've gotten a little clarification here on who's who.
Good.
Isaiah Smith wearing number 31. Jermaine Smith wearing number, I'll take that back. Colin Grace is number 00, G-R-A-S-E, Graz, or Grace.
There's Ash.
Ash, we know.
The kick.
Friend of the jumper. Antonio Ash. 25-9.
And Isaiah Smith is going to be the varsity quarterback next year from what I was told. Ash off the glass, no good. Ash going in for his own rebound. He's going to be called for the foul.
No, it's going to be a travel.
It's going to be a
But
travel.
Ash, the energy he's bringing to this team is amazing. The sophomore.
Yeah.
Well, the shortest man on the floor, but bringing a lot of energy.
Yes, he is.
Elijah Young Davis going to throw it in. To Zion Robinson, number 22. Back to Young Davis.
The crossover goes to the goal. He's going to be fouled, but a block by Rajon Jackson.
He got around number 32 there for Kecoughtan. Oh, it comes.
That's Cannon.
That's Cannon, Elijah Cannon.
Goes behind the back on Ash. Isaiah Smith comes over to help.
Marquille Bartlett, number 22 for the Warriors.
Over to Cannon. Cannon fakes, guarded by Ash. Good block.
Good block that time. Young Davis had his hands on it, got a jump ball. Good play by the youngster as he's able to get his hands on it. Number 14 with the red top on the hair. Inbounding, number 22, Marquille Barrett, or Bartlett, excuse me. And it's going to be a turnover. Good defense from Bruins. 25-9 here still. Minute 10 in on the second quarter here at Bethel High School. And a muggy night in the gym, muggy night outside after a freezing week.
Isaiah Smith. Two quarterbacks on the court. We have Isaiah Smith and we have Rajon Jackson, the Kecoughtan quarterback, on the basketball court tonight. Smith.
Turnover there.
Turnover. Rajon Jackson with the steal, goes in for the layup. Good move with the left hand, misses, tips around. And a few guys jump on it. It's going to be Bethel's basketball.
So still 25-9. We're nearly 2 minutes in the second quarter. Remember, the starters for Bethel played for Kecoughtan played nearly the whole first quarter. Here they come back.
The starters back in, yeah.
For Young Davis, back to Ash.
Ash, guarded by Cannon. Gonna call a foul. I don't know, it looks like it's gonna be on number 22 of
22.
Kecoughtan. That's Markel Bartlett.
Yeah. His first. Here come the starters back. Williams, number 2. Grant, number 5. Foster, 12. Maluski, number 10. And Marion Moore, number 23. So no points by the subs. And all 5 starters have scored at least 2. Ash turns it over. Foster to Grant.
Grant loses it. Olinsky gets in there, gets the rebound. That's what he's in there for. Good hustle play by him.
And nice pass to Foster. What a beautiful pass by Grant.
And you see
almost looked like he lost a contact down there. He seemed to have that look on his face. He got hammered. Long,
way off.
Not a good shot. Here comes Moore.
Kick out to the Grant. Grant for 3. Good.
Grant's having a night. That's his second three-pointer. 12 points for LeBron Grant now.
30-9. Ash goes in. Layup for Ash.
Ash. His second basket tonight. I think Coach Breon liked what he sees.
Ash is a young, quick, feisty guard.
Fearless.
Yeah.
Absolutely fearless. Maluski looks inside to Williams.
Well, good drive by Maluski. Good move.
Maluski
and he's fouled.
lays
He's
it
good.
in, and he's fouled. His 4th point, and he's going to go to the line for his 3rd free throw of the night. Good looking lineup here amongst the starters of Kecoughtan.
Yeah.
Maluski, and he makes 3-point play. Moves his team ahead 33-11. At halftime, we're going to get the yearbook for the Bethel Bruins so we can figure out who the numbers match. Craig Breon has sat a few players tonight, and he's brought up a few, trying to get some guys, and he's stuck some jerseys on them, and we're going to try to get you that complete lineup. There's a block in the corner, fielded out there by Williams. Maluski.
I think that's the problem.
Tiptoe right on the line.
He brought a few kids up from the JV, and
no, he brought the JV up.
He brought the JV and the freshman team up.
Because they are wrapped around the bench over there. Craig Breon in his 23rd year.
Yeah.
And what a job he's done here. He's got a lot to work with here. He's just got to find the combinations. That's what he's doing.
That's what he's doing tonight. He's trying to find who fits well and who wants to play hard. That's Smith with a miss.
Drive, a rebound by Moore. What a rebounder that young man is.
Foster, he's good at that. Good drive to the goal.
And Maluski comes up with a rebound, kicks it to Moore.
Oh.
And offense, and you got a defensive play. They call it offense. They agree on offense. Moore picks up his 2nd foul. That's going to be an interesting development. Willie Godd's going to have to figure out what to do. He thinks he's in trouble.
They're going to call a block on Maluski.
And they call that one both ways. Nope, they go call it on Maluski. His 2nd foul. So 2 of the 5 started with 2 fouls apiece. So Bethel at least is putting a lot of energy into this.
Yeah.
Foster again as he disrupts everything.
Smith breaks it. Look at Foster.
Yeah,
picking up his
what a hustle by Jeremiah Foster. His 8th point.
Smith with a drive. He's going to be called for the foul. That might be on Williams or Moore.
Looks like they called on Avante Williams, his first. Into the line, number 10. No. And Jermaine Smith is already in the game. Jermaine Smith, I think, is double. No, it's 31, Jermaine Smith. The 1 of 2 made. Moore's going to bring it in.
Okay, Grant over the timeline.
And they're going to take the time and kind of relax here. They've got 2 fouls on 2 of their big men. Moore inside. They've gone to the man-to-man, but Moore beats that, and he tries to dunk and he's fouled. Number 24 picks up the foul. No, it's 31 that picks up the foul.
That's Isaiah Smith.
Is that Isaiah Smith? Yeah. Marion Moore to the line. 2 shots. And misses the first. Palmer comes back in for the Bruins. He got an early foul and sat a while. His absence really was felt by his teammates. Moore with his second. Smooth stroke, scored. He's got 3.
Mikel, James Green.
James Green misses Moore with the rebound. He's got to have about 6 of those already tonight. And he's going to be fouled. Oh, double dribble. I know Palmer was worried about picking up his second. Fortunately, did not. Good defense leads to the double dribble. Turnover. Same 5 for the Warriors. 2:42 to go here in the second quarter. They lead it by 24.
Good pass over to Palmer. He doesn't want to take it. Kicks
Palmer
it back
Moore
out.
wants back to basket. He wants to be on the block.
They're going to call
and
a
they
foul.
call a push there. I think it's on Moore. Let's see what the call is. No, it's on Foster. His first. Moore sweating that one out a little bit. Willie Gauls is really going to watch the 3rd foul on Malewski or Moore.
Yeah, that'd be
rebound by Williams.
Over to Foster.
Williams will obviously spend some time in the weight room.
Yes, he's only a sophomore too. Foster with a good block.
Nice block out there. But there's the weight room production allows you to pick it up and get fouled and go to the line. 10 team fouls now on the Bruins, so 2 shots for Williams. Monte Williams started the first quarter with 8. Grant with 12. Malewski with 5. Foster with 8. And Moore with 3. All the scoring for the Warriors.
Second free throw by Williams is no good.
Needs a little better mechanics there. Talented as he is, he's going to get fouled going up for those rebounds like he does. 3-2 defense, zone defense by the Warriors.
Yep.
And the Bruins are matching up right on it. They don't recognize it, and they're getting pinched off.
Oh, good pass by Jalen.
Very good pass.
Jalen Davis.
Second basket. It's going to be first basket for 31. I think that's Jermaine Smith.
Oh, 22, I think, scored it. Is that 20? Okay. Oh, good defense.
Skipped away. It's all over and back. So the Warriors having a little struggle here. They're going to see the subs come back in. (36-14) here with 1:29 to go in the second quarter. A little surprise here. We knew that a few starters were going to sit for the Bruins. We didn't know it had this impact.
Yeah.
Good block there by Kecoughtan's number 24, Damian Bunch. We know everybody on Kecoughtan except 32, I think, is the one we're missing. We apologize for that. He was not on our roster that we were sent.
Take it 3. Good defense. They call it travel.
30 travels, yeah. So here come the Warriors.
Like I said, Coach Breon gets a good opportunity to see some of this young talent And quite frankly, they're playing hard for him. They just aren't able to get any buckets.
Elijah Cannon over to Marquille Bartlett. Cannon, who I think may be related to Trenton Cannon, the great running back.
Rajon Jackson, the quarterback, took the shot. No good. Rebound by Jalen Palmer over to Jalen Davis. And Trenton Cannon is going to be invited to the Senior Bowl, Frank. He's going to play this weekend.
He should be. What did I call him? The hat rack with a helmet when he was in 10th grade.
From what people are saying, he's got a good chance to play in the NFL.
Well, he's hard to catch. Still rather thin, but just tough as
CIAA
nails.
Player of the Year.
What a career he had.
Yeah, great career.
And he was good at Kecoughtan, but man, he's had a great career in college.
Oh, good steal by Jalen Davis.
Bruins continue to play good defense.
Like I said, they're playing hard. That's not the problem. It's just executing at the other end. Cannon,
yep. 32 with 3. Doesn't make it. That does it for the half here. Halftime score 36, so Bethel slowed down the onslaught, but they only picked up 5 points in that quarter, 36-14 at half. Well, whirlwind game, much faster and much farther apart than the girls' game that preceded this, but and a little more of a gap than we thought we'd see, isn't it?
Well, as we said earlier, a few starters not playing, not to make any excuses, but it does take a lot out of the Bethel team, but they're playing a lot of young kids and they're showing a lot of effort and heart. So we'll see what happens in the second half.
We're going to take a break here, if only to get our book straight, to see how Coach Breon can get his team to come back here. 36-14 and a half. Bethel High School for the second half of this ball game. It's Kecoughtan 36, the homestanding Bethel Bruins 14, and a little bit of surprise, Wube. We weren't expecting this much of a difference between the two teams. We've seen a lot out of the starters for Kecoughtan, have not seen any scoring out of the subs. For Bethel, it's catch can tonight. They got a few players out.
Yeah, a lot of the young guys are coming in and trying to play, make some plays. And, I think Coach Breon, this might be a blessing in disguise here. I mean, because now he gets an opportunity to see some of the young guys on the JV and some of the guys who didn't play much. And now he can probably maybe insert them later on in the season and maybe get them more prominent roles.
Number 30. And we've been trying to get these names right all night, trying to get the numbers right. We'll call them when they score.
Coach Breon switching it up, some starters and some guys that came off the bench.
30 is Jermaine Smith. He's got a basket here.
Oh, he's a junior.
Over Maluski. Again, starters back in, Foster.
I like the energy from the Bethel kids, the young guys.
Come out, you're down 24, or you got 22. You gotta put it on. Same 5 out for Kecoughtan.
Good shot by Grant.
LaDarren Grant, we've corrected, missing A on another roster. Moore over the back to try to steal it, can't do it. Jermaine Smith comes down with it.
Jalen Davis for 3, no good. Rebound Malinsky.
Maluski he's good on the board. What they got over there? He double dribble. Couple of turnovers in the second quarter and now in the third for the starting 5 for Kecoughtan. Otherwise, they're cruising. 38-16. So this is Jermaine Smith to throw it in to number 24.
That's Jalen Davis, sophomore. Over to Smith. Smith jumper is
just
in and out.
Rebound pulled down. Here comes Grant. LaDarren Grant.
Grant with the lefty. It is good.
Grant now.
Smith.
Grant was 16 already.
Over to Isaiah Smith.
Rebound Moore. Here they come.
Grant, nice lefty.
Grant with 18 points. 42-16. Not Bethel's night tonight. So they're going to have to work on things they can control. Blocked by Maluski.
A good outlet pass over to Foster. Foster goes up on Jalen Davis. Good block by Jalen Davis. Didn't give up on the play.
Nope, he did not. Good pass down. That's what you're going to show.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying out of these young guys. That they're hungry. They want to play. I mean, when you have a roster of 19, you don't get much playing time.
Right.
So when you do get in, you got to show what you can do.
And the definition of that, of course, Antonio Ash.
That's
who
right.
we'll see, I'm sure, very soon.
Foster guarded by Isaiah Smith, who I'm told, Frank, we'll see him during football season. A great prospect at quarterback. Good up and under move by Foster, and it's up and in.
Foster now with 10. 44-16.
Smith over to Davis. Over to Smith. Back over there.
Off. Zion Robinson, wearing number 22, just missed that shot.
Jalen Davis with a good catch.
Aaron Chappelle in number 20.
Davis misses the shot.
Another rebound by Moore.
Yep.
Don't see the daily press here tonight. Kate Yanchula's done a nice job, but she is really covering a lot of different games, and you can't have her at every gym, but she does a great job.
I've seen her all over the peninsula.
Palmer and Moore having a nice little battle. They've switched off now with Robinson on Moore. Foul call there on 24.
I think
Davis.
Look at the bench. I think Bruins played almost everybody.
I'm waiting for the guy in the gray. Is that the assistant coach? He looks like he's ready to go.
He keeps looking at Coach Breon.
Like he keeps rotating up every time somebody comes out.
By the fourth quarter, he'll be sitting next to him.
Of course, in the old days when he had that great team that went to the state tournament, he would have that many assistant coaches.
I know.
Darren Grant, number 5, nice pass to Marion Moore. Moore just with his 4th and 5th points of the night, but what an important player he is.
Davis.
He blocked that one.
Moore. Gets it back.
And he walked.
Call a travel.
Yeah, you got to like the energy out of Jalen Davis tonight.
Oh, yeah. Again, these young guys are hungry. They want to play. They want to keep playing.
Here comes our man, Antonio Ash. Ash comes in the game for the Bruins. Down comes number 12, Foster for the Kecoughtan Warriors, guarded by Ash.
Kick over to...
Nice kick over there to Avante Williams. 48-16 now. Trebled the score of the Bruins here at their house. Out front to Isaiah Smith. He's going to be terrific on the football field. He's just got the size.
Yeah. And he can sling
shoulders. Good rebound there, almost blocked by his own man. Rebound brought down by Williams.
Over to Grant.
Darren Grant working on 20 points. He's got 18 right now.
Over to Malinsky. Guarded by Jalen Palmer. Back over to Grant.
Everybody in double figures of the starters except Moore and Maluski.
Yeah, Moore is just a tough guard, man. He's
not much you can do with that.
Yeah.
Foul called on number 31, Isaiah Smith, his second. Now some of the subs come in for Kecoughtan. Number 22 is Markeel Bartlett. Number 3, Elijah Cannon. Coach Gaugh's going to have to figure out how to rotate his starters. Good combination, and Moore such a key part of both ends of the floor. For Darren Grant, another guy that's been in the weight room. Ash picks up a foul. Ash, again, one of the smaller players on the floor, but aggressive. That time he just shoved Foster off with his left arm. Picks up the foul, but he wasn't going to let him get by him. Gaugh's now holding his own man.
Good D by it.
And Ash right in the face
right
of
into
Foster.
him. Foster goes in with the pull-up jumper. Good
Nice
shot.
soft touch. 12 now for Jeremiah Foster, as the half-century mark is hit by the Warriors in the third quarter.
Ash, he's going to shoot that. That's his shot. He's going to shoot. And it's
Got a
no
good shot. That time a little to the right, but he shoots pretty straight.
Oh, good pass.
Nice pass down there to Elijah Cannon, his first bucket of the night.
Good bounce pass by Grant.
Comes Ash. And Antonio Ash, it's a sophomore.
Yep. Chappell is a junior.
Moore trying to entice him in to block him.
Yeah.
That time tipped away by Markeel Bartlett. Looks like the fans here actually called out for Bob Hintz, didn't they?
Yeah, somebody
That's
just asked.
nice.
Yeah.
Bob, of course, 35-year man, Hall of Famer this year.
Yeah.
He got his name on the wall at the Boo Williams Sportsplex. And deservedly so. Coached many years right here at Bethel High School.
That's right. And our buddy over at Newport News, Greg Bicaveras, just started a Hampton Roads Media Hall of Fame.
Oh, did he?
At the Langley Sports. I mean,
Well,
the
Bob
Langley
should be in
Speedway.
that, huh?
So we'll see.
I did the Langley Speedway.
That's Zarif, the freshman. Good kick over to Ash. Ash doesn't like what he sees, so he kicks it back out.
Ash more an
Fakes the
outside
three.
shooter.
Zarif for three. No good.
Missed it. Rebound by Cannon. By Bartlett, excuse me.
Good
Foster.
crossover by
What
oh, man,
fist
good
slick
move.
as he can be. 6 points for Foster in the quarter. 6 for him, 6 for LaDarren Grant. 54-16. Ash, layup, missed it. Down by Moore. Moore kicks it to O'Neal. Missed it, tipped up.
Cannon with the tip. Ash loses it.
O'Neal.
Oh.
And spins it, can't get it to go in. Natavius O'Neal, number 32 for the Warriors, going to go to the line to shoot two. Looking for his first point of the night. This is going to be a situation where Coach Breon's going to have to kind of sort out. I mean, he may have too many tonight to try to get a read on him as O'Neal gets his first bucket.
I think he might have to
Get one. In comes
maybe get
Maluski.
4 or 5 from tonight and kind of like settle in on them.
Right, sort him out a little bit.
But I mean, from what I've seen, Ash, and I like Zarif, Jalen Davis, good young
Between hustle
talent.
out of all of them, even though the score is what it is. I'm stunned at that call.
So it's 55-16, folks. This is not a
Score-
misprint.
Foul called on. It's going to be called on O'Neal. His first. And almost a charge there. Colin Grace, or Grass, G-R-A-S-E.
Call.
The fouls will be called on Cannon, I think. It is on Elijah Cannon, his first. It's going to send Elijah Young Davis to the line, shooting 2 shots. No, it's going to be out of bounds. No shots for Davis. Maluski, quick feet.
Oh, good defense.
They call a jump ball underneath. Maluski reaches in, and they're going to call jump ball. Ball belongs to the Warriors. Good defense by Caleb Maluski.
Maluski brings it in. Picks up his dribble over to Cannon. Cannon pump fake. Goes into
Nice pass
inside.
over to number 15, Justin
Gales.
Is it Gales?
Gales, isn't it?
Yeah, check it is Gales. Gales to the line now. His first time to score. Good free throw shooting there. Good camera work by Steve Fryer, as you see there from underneath the goal.
Always does a great job.
It doesn't. Andy and the crew with some great camera work tonight. And you've been able to listen to the band this evening.
Great.
Ball tipped away, turned over to the Bruins.
Been a great addition to the atmosphere here with the band.
Has been. Not much to play about now. We got a moving pick there, I think, on Isaiah Smith. He'll need to use that later.
You mean in the fall?
Yeah, when he does the end around and he has to lay out a block. Into O'Neal. O'Neal's going to bring it up.
So Cannon, the top of the key. And he's
almost read another one.
Ray John Jackson, the quarterback, misses, tries to tip it back in. No good. Smith was the rebound. Almost taken away by Gales.
So a little frustrating there with the Warriors substitutes. They couldn't get the ball to fall. 56-16 though. 2 points in the quarter for the Bruins.
Got to shoot it. It's going to be blocked.
And no shot. 56-16 here at the end of third quarter, and frustrating, I'm sure, for the fans and for the team. But sometimes you got to take one on the chin and something good comes out of it. And I trust Craig Breon to know what he's doing. I guarantee you there's not going to be a lot of discipline needed in the future.
Yeah, well,
this shows that he's willing to enforce rules, and
he's willing to take a hit. And, you know,
but he's going to find some guys like Ash that could come out and maybe add a few points.
Right.
There was a player last year. It was Coach's nephew or cousin that came on in the final in the playoffs.
Gianni Street, Coach Rutland's nephew, yeah. Gianni Street, who's now I think UVA Wise, I believe, is where he's playing at.
Yeah, he was Gianni Street. I got him out. He was the Hampton game back in the playoffs.
Oh, at the Hampton University, yeah.
Yeah, down in the state semifinals, and he had 6 points.
Yep.
1 3-pointer in the second quarter that really helped. So that's what he's looking for here. It's nice to see Isaiah Smith on the floor. Number 11 now checks in. We're looking around for that. Foul called. I believe it's going to be on the Warriors number 22, Marquil Barrett. It is. Barrett's second foul. Zion Robinson to the line here in the fourth quarter as his team trails by 40. Robinson with his first free throw, and he misses it. A chance to get in the book right here. You got 3, 4, 5 of the starters on the bench for the Warriors, as the other 5 subs are going to play this out. Score from Robinson. He's in the scorebook tonight. They've scored half as many now in the fourth quarter they did in the third. They're just scoring 1. Here comes O'Neal. Tall, lanky guard there.
Yep. Over to Cannon. Good defense by Bethel here. Cannon running out of places to go.
Showing some of that athleticism.
Yep.
But these young guys are going to show, trying to work their way in the lineup.
As Gales goes in for a turnaround.
He gets fouled. Looks like number 22. Zion Robinson may have picked it up. No, it's 31 that gets hit with a foul. It's Isaiah Smith, his 4th. Well, you do want your quarterback to be a little physical.
Yeah, for sure. And they're looking at him close up without pads. He's a big boy there.
Yeah, it's going to be a nice addition. They were struggling a little bit to find the right fit for the offense over here. And this second one, but rebound to number 22. He puts it up. Bartlett can't get it to fall. Bartlett trying to get the scorebook too.
Zaree fakes the 3, takes it, no good.
Rebound in there, but nope. Over to O'Neal, taken away by his own man. Bartlett.
Cannon for 3, no good. Rebound Gales. Gales goes up over Smith, but Smith gets the rebound.
Some good athleticism, a good rebounding position. Couldn't get it up to score it.
new guys in the game now for
Yeah.
Bethel that aren't on the roster here, but
They weren't in the book when I checked.
a lot of guys from JV, and maybe they went to Food Line across the
Maybe
street.
Jamari, I don't know, but Jamari Mann wearing 13, possibly Travis Bird wearing 10. We're supposed to be wearing 10, wearing 11. So they've gone to odd number jerseys, but
Everybody's getting a chance to play tonight.
yeah.
Maybe Coach Breon went over to Food Line across the street and picked
Yeah,
up a
they
couple
got
players.
three of the dance team at the halftime over there getting ready to check in. But again, trying to sort out. There's
And out here.
Robinson inside,
Oh,
nice
Zarif.
pass.
Yep. There's Smith.
Good rebound, Smith.
Oh, good pass.
And there's our friend. No, it's not. It's number 11, and I think that's Bird. It's Boyd. He was listed as number 10. He's going to go to the line. Shooting two. They're down 51-17. Misses. So when's our next game, Wube? We're going to be at Hampton High School or Phoebus High School?
It'll be at Phoebus. Phoebus versus Hampton. Should be a good one. The last game was won by Phoebus in overtime.
Well, I want to be sure the fans are getting out to all the gymnasiums, see these teams in person.
And
Nice take by Neal, couldn't get it to drop. Good rebound there by Smith again.
And there's a young lady over at Phoebus that I want everybody to watch. They got to make sure they watch her when we do the game. A young guard by the name of Diamond, and she can play. She had 51 on Hampton the first time they, well, actually the last time they played, she had 51 points. So
Tip in Isaiah, excuse me, Razon Jackson. Razon Jackson, who played quarterback for Kecoughtan. Good athlete. That time called over the back. His second foul.
Coach Coley,
4:53 to go.
Coach Coley, lucky to have him back for a couple more years. Only a sophomore.
A lot of good talent in the Peninsula District coming up.
There's Smith. So
Quarterback
good.
can't get it to fall. Kicks it down out to Cannon. Cannon trying to get O'Neal, doesn't get him. We give that credit to Jamari Mann. He's wearing 13 instead of 14. It was in the book, but we'll give it to him. Elijah Cannon. Short. Gales. That's a nice pick. Foul called on the Bruins number 22, Zion Robinson. That shot's no good. 57-17, new subs for the Bruins.
Get a good look at Cannon at the line.
He makes one of two. Kecoughtan just stays in the simple zone with O'Neal and Cannon up front. Gales in the middle doing a pretty good job. That time gets enough of the shot. And the ball tipped away by Isaiah Smith. That's going to be a good matchup, the two of them next year.
Oh, yeah.
That same size. Razon Jackson may have him by an inch or two in height, but they both look like they've been in the weight room and look good.
O'Neal
Out to Gales.
over to Gales.
Good time tonight. To Bartlett looking to get in the scorebook.
See
Bartlett
Cannon.
hustled.
Yep. Back over to O'Neal.
Good defense by the Bruins here. The Warriors take their time. Good takeaway.
Oh.
And a foul there on number 15, Justin Gales. That's going to send 13. I'm hoping it's Jamari Mann just because it's closest to 14 that was in the book at halftime.
First free throw is no good.
Hasn't been a great display of free throw shooting tonight. Both coaches are going to be upset about that for sure. Coach Breon just going to ignore the final. That's not going to be important.
Oh, yeah.
It's the little thing.
The score doesn't matter to him tonight.
Now, this kind of defense does matter to him. That's good D back there. You know, Donovan Riley's wearing 11 for the Bruins. So Donovan Riley wearing 11. And we look through the myriad of numbers. The line is Cannon. He makes one. The second free throw of the fourth quarter, 59-18. Just joining us, 3 starters sitting out tonight for the Bruins. And they have pulled up the entire basketball program. The second free throw is good, 60-18. Craig Breon looking over some of the youngsters.
That's right.
And we've seen some good ones. Starting 5 for Kecoughtan, been resting now for half quarter. Good take in there. That's Travis Boyd, number 10. Boyd, and that was a great play by him. He's in the scorebook. 30 is Jermaine Smith. He's already in with 4 points tonight. And the Bruins are just hustling now. This is called earning your spot.
That's right. That's what they've been trying to do all night.
Cannon back to the line. He's been there a lot tonight.
First free throw is no good by Cannon.
So he's 2 for 4 here in the fourth quarter. Got 4 points on the night.
Second one
Cannon's
good.
Good. Last 2 minutes of the fourth quarter. 61-20. Kecoughtan. Three-point shot by Travis Boyd's no good. Ball's going to belong to the Bruins. Well, the second 5 at Kecoughtan getting a lot of work tonight, too. That's something to keep an eye on because the top 5 look pretty solid.
You know, with only 10 players, their
You're
bench
going to need them.
be really
You're going to need
important,
all
right.
5 of these guys. And I think they've held them, you know, they've played very well tonight.
Absolutely.
But you don't always have the unity of the second unit because they don't always play together.
Right.
So this is a rare opportunity.
They played basically the whole fourth quarter.
Right. That drive by Jermaine Smith results in a foul. Smith to the line to shoot 2. Foul called on Justin Gales, his second. A minute to go here, 61-20. Bruins continue to plug away.
Free throw is
Smith.
good.
But 5 by my count tonight, which means he scored almost a quarter of the points for his team. He may be the high scorer. Ash has 4. Gales with a good rebound.
Over to Cannon. Double team, he loses it.
Yeah, Cannon and his teammates are going to have to work together now. Willie Goss is going to see what he may need to do, which is work these guys more together. The old North Carolina blue and white team.
Yep.
3-point shot. Rebound taken away by Rezon Jackson. Cannon. Jackson. Last 25 seconds here. O'Neal going to face the trap.
Bethel probably won't.
The Bruins won't give up. Cannon on the baseline looking for a shot. Takes it, and it's good. Cannon finishes the night with 6. Last 10 seconds.
Smith.
Up with his 3-point shot by Jermaine Smith. He becomes the highest scorer of the night. And that does it for the ballgame. 63-24 Kecoughtan. Kecoughtan's teams come in and take 2 from the Bruins tonight. Close one, overtime game in the girls. A blowout for the Kecoughtan Warriors, but what can you say? It just one of those nights.
Well,
regular season, Craig Breon trying to figure out what he's going to do.
Yeah, I think Coach Breon, like you said, trying to figure out what he's going to do. He might have found a couple young players in the process. So we'll see later on in the season how that progresses.
Meantime, I'm very impressed with LaDarren Grant, Jeremiah Foster, and Avante Williams. Guys, we didn't focus so much on those three. We focused a lot on Marion Moore, but the other four of the starters very good for Kecoughtan. So they look strong headed into the middle part of the season. Well, I want to thank our crew working at cameras tonight, our crew in the truck. What a great group of folks we have working with us. Thank you, Andy.
Susan Bowers, out here. Alex Bagoli, Steve Fryer, Renee Camden, Andy Foley, Krista Campbell, Matt Buckwalter. Did I get everybody?
Yeah, my nephew, right? Matt Buckwalter.
I got him. And, of course, you, my man.
And I tell you, we enjoyed being with you tonight. Final from Bethel High School, 63-24. Willie Gause walks away with a handshake and a victory tonight for the Kecoughtan Warriors. We'll see you next time from Phoebus High School. Good night.
Bethel High School.
Bethel High. No, Phoebus.
Oh, next time.
That's where we'll be next time. See you next time. Good night.